Hello, welcome back. It's part 3 of the Fighting Fantasy Gamebooks review. I suppose it's a series now. I suppose I'm sort of stuck with this now. I've got to do a lot, haven't I? But yeah, this is numbers 21 through to 30, and around about this time, Fighting Fantasy, according to this, was now a worldwide sensation, and I don't think they were blowing their own trumpet with that one. I think they, it took the world by storm, and people that hadn't read them at the beginning were sort of starting to play catch up. So even though they maybe reached their peak in quality, perhaps, then they were sort of still growing in popularity because people were catching up, weren't they? So in terms of sales, they were on their way up. But yeah, so yeah, let's check the rest of this list out here.
Board Games 4K.
So number 21 is Ian Livingstone's Trial of Champions. Let's have a look at this cover. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, so yeah, covered by Brian Williams, and basically it's a return to Death Trap Dungeon, number 6 in the series, wasn't it? So yeah, it's a welcome return, really. I mean, this one, you're sort of like it's like a sort of Spartacus Gladiator sort of thing. So you're sort of a slave on a slave ship, and you've got your Baron Sucklebit, who was he's the owner of Death Trap Dungeon. He's got a brother called Lord Carnus, and he wants you got to pass a series of trials to sort of get to be chosen to be the one that's going to go into the dungeon. And yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not as good as Death Trap Dungeon because it's a lot shorter. The dungeon element is a lot shorter because you've got that beginning bit with all the trials and stuff. And yeah, I can remember buying this. We were on a family holiday in Minehead, and yeah, this one it kept me from throwing myself into the sea because yeah, it's family holidays, you know what I mean? But yeah, Trial of Champions, it's not as good as Death Trap Dungeon, but it's we always like going back, don't we? So yeah, it's all right. At number 22 is the third American Steve Jackson book. It's Robot Commando, and a little quirky thing about this, I don't know if you can see, but it's the first one who have sort of black. I don't know why they did it, but it's got black around the green banner there. But anyway, whatever. It's one for geeks, right? Yeah. So the third book by Steve Jackson, American Steve Jackson, and this one you're like I don't know, it's a bit weird. It's like you're a robot rancher, so you're taking control of these giant mechs, and yeah, you're sort of the Carasians have invaded, and you go around using these mechs to sort of kill, obviously on the colour, dinosaurs and stuff. And yeah, so in this one you wake up and all your buddies are asleep, so you go off and you realise that the Carasians have invaded, so you've got to go off and to do them in. With these mechs all the time by worrying about dinosaurs that have taken over the planet. I mean, a bit silly really, but yeah, it's alright. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of this when it was released, and I'm not really a big fan of it now, but it's different. It's completely and utterly crazy, but then that's what you want out of a game book, right? Number 23 is the Masks of Mayhem. This is written by Robin Waterfield, and I've done a little bit of research on this list and I found out that Robin Waterfield is actually sort of like a classic scholar, and that really surprised me because I mean, back in the day, years ago, I'd done A-level classics, and yeah, he actually translated a lot of the books I read when I was a kid, well, say a kid, teenager, so yeah, he'd done Herodotus the Histories, translated the copy that I had back when I was doing A-levels. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, this one, you got this there's a sorceress or something called the Sorceress of Kilgarnash, or Ghana, is poised to take over the world. She's let loose these golems with masks, these bizarre masks on, and yeah, nobody will be able to resist the lure of the golem with the mask. So off you trot from this place called Arion, which is funny actually, because there's the Graham Botley who done the rewrite of the role-playing game of this. He named his company Arion Games. I think he owns it anyway, but yeah, so what a fun fact, right? So yeah, yeah, off you go, and you're going through Pikestaff Plain and other Marsh Vile, Krill Garnash or something, or the Affen Forest. Affen means monkey in German, doesn't it? Anyway, Monkey Forest, yeah. So yeah, off you go, and yeah, it's a pretty good book. I mean, compared to his other works. I really enjoyed this, and I think this one was the first one to come with the Fighting Fantasy bookmarks, I think, if I remember rightly. But yeah, what year are we in now? This must be 1987, is it? Are we still in 1986? 1986. So yeah, still pumping them out. Yeah, it's pretty good book. Well, a bit different, quite a bit different feel to this one, and it's a good adventure. So number 24 is Steve Jackson back in the game, and he's got Creature of Havoc, and yeah, this one took me by surprise. It was really weird, really different, and I think it is probably the most original game book that you can get, because when you first start it, I mean, you don't even know who you are, what you are, you don't speak any language or anything, and it's yeah, it's a real big mystery, and it's really tough game book. Yeah, I mean, you don't even the prose and the language in it, it's broken up, so you don't really understand what's going on to start with. But yeah, I remember, I think I remember rightly, I saw Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone talking about this. I think it was at Fighting Fantasy Fest or something, and yeah, Steve Jackson saying, yeah, this is one of the most original game books that wrote, and Ian Livingstone said, I haven't even read it, and it's like, right, okay, awkward. But yeah, I mean, this one, yeah, I don't know, it's a lot of people's favourite book. I mean, I like it, I really do, but it's a bit tricky to get into, because you don't really know what's going on. But then, you know, I don't know, it's like we said in a previous video, Steve Jackson being experimental and taking risks with the format, and that's always, you should always applaud that sort of writing, I think. So number 25 is Beneath Nightmare Castle, and you can tell Fighting Fantasy is starting to get a bit of money under its belt, because it's the first book with the nice sort of metallic fonts on the front. Anyway, yeah, I remember when this was released, it's 1987 now, so I remember going to London trying to get it on release day, and they didn't have it in the big bookshops up there. So we come back home, and we had a look in the local bookshop, and bloody hell, it was there. So yeah, I always remember that. Yeah, this was written by Peter Daverill Evans, and believe it or not, after he wrote this, after he left Fighting Fantasy, he went on to work for this company that used to write erotic men's fiction. I mean, you know, when you go from like kiddies fiction to, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but after that, I think he had something to do with Doctor Who or something. Not that I'm not a Doctor Who geek or nothing like that, but yeah. Anyway, back to the book. So yeah, so you find yourself in this village called Newburgh, and some geezer called Baron Foldor has realised that some ancient evil's awoken beneath Nightmare Castle, and he entrusts you to pick your sword up and off your trot, go destroy evil, and maybe try and stop people writing erotic fiction for men. But anyway, yeah, so it sort of reminds me a bit like Citadel of Chaos and those sorts of things, and yeah, the writing's pretty good in this actually. But yeah, number 25, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, like you could tell this maybe Fighting Fantasy starting to get the style at this point, because Steve Jackson's still got the beard, and still got his moustache. 26 is another Ian Livingstone book. It's The Crypt of the Sorcerer. And yeah, this one, so you've got this sorcerer, long dead sorcerer called Razak, I think his name is, and yeah, he's come back from the dead, and he's threatening Alancia with the forces of chaos, and he's only vulnerable with one weapon, and that's some ancient sword. So you've got to go off and find a sword and get into the crypt and kill the sorcerer. And yeah, it's like by this time I think we're sort of used to these sort of books, these Ian Livingstone, you know, generic linear books, but judging by the sort of experimentation of a couple of books before this, like Steve Jackson's Creature of Havoc, it's sort of like in a way, it's sort of like relief in a way, you know. That one was such a headache in a nice way, that sometimes you just want to sit back, put your slippers on, roll out your smoking jacket, and just roll a few dice and have a laugh. So yeah, this one, job done, on to the next one. So number 27 is, we're back in space now, and we've got this Star Strider, and this cover, I mean, good grief, what are they thinking? What the hell is that? Oh my god, it's a dog with horns holding a gun, and it's like got metal legs, and I don't know, is he wearing a dress? I don't know what he's doing, Anyway, this one's by a bloke called Luke Sharp. It's actually sort of a pseudonym for some Greek geezer called Alcibiades or something. I don't know. Sorry, mate. I've spelled your name wrong. Yeah, this one, the Gromulans have threatening the galaxy. They've kidnapped the galactic president, and you've got to go off and you've got to find the president before time runs out. I think you give you 48 hours or something. Yeah, 48 hours to find the president, and it's okay. Yeah, okay. You know, we're back in space, and that's a welcome return. But I don't know. I just remember the writing in this being not that great, and yeah, really couldn't wait for the next one after this. I mean, what year is this? 1987, is it? Yeah, 1987. God, I don't know, where is it? 1987. Yeah, so we're sort of we're moving on, and it's another one in filler books, and it's average. So number 28 in the series is The Phantoms of Fear. I think this was written by my mate Robin Waterfield, the scholarly gentleman. And this one, you're sort of a wood elf, so you're not like just a human sword for hire. So they're sort of give characters in the books a bit more of an identity. And this one is quite novel. Okay, so you got the demon prince Ishtar. He cannot be overpowered with weapons of the earthly realm. So you've got to use like dream spells through dream control to kill him. Yeah, I mean, look at that cover. I mean, that's disgusting. Looks like pavement pizza, right? Yeah, it's okay. It's not too bad. I mean, the writing's pretty good, but I found the just the whole premise of the dream thing a bit weird. And I don't know. I think that maybe like Puffin was sort of trying to get a bit more originality back into the series at this point, because maybe they've grown a bit stale. But yeah, it's not too bad, and I don't know, it's not my favourite book, but it's bearable, if that makes sense. So number 29, we're back in Port Blacksand. Thank goodness we're back there. And it's been a long time coming, but we're back. And this is Midnight Rogue. And what happens in this one is you are a trainee footpad, a pilferer, a thief. We like AD&D. We like calling them thieves, not rogues. We don't play 4th edition D&D. We played AD&D and original D&D. But so you're a thief, and you're back in Port Blacksand. It's the last day of training, and your Thieves Guild sends you off into Port Blacksand to look for the Eye of the Basilisk, which is a rare gem. And off you trot, and I think it makes this one special. It's by Graham Davis, by the way. I think he worked for Games Workshop, so it's an in-house jobby. And so the thing that makes this one good is that you've got different skills. So you've got climbing, lock picking, all sorts of things. Sneaking around and that. So you've got a set of skills. And whilst it's not the greatest book in the world, we're back in Port Blacksand, so that's always a bonus. And Midnight Rogue, it's all right, but not fantastic. So yeah, onwards. Number 30 is Chasms of Malice. Yeah, we're well into that sort of. We're running out of ideas with the something of something sort of idea for the title. So yeah. This is by Luke Sharp, the Mr. Alkis so-and-so. And this isn't that great. I mean, what happens here? It's Gorak has been, great seals of Gorak have been broken, and the true shield is gone. So it's that, we're looking for another sort of old ancient artifact. And the thing about this is that you're just a normal, bog standard person. I think you work in the kitchen or something. It's like Under Siege. You're just a cook, and some wizard finds out you're a descendant of some some powerful wizard or something, and they say, look, put your knives down, put down your spatula, and go off and risk your life in some chasm trying to fight this geezer. And you agree, stupidly enough. But what they give you. They give you a cat. They give you a cat to take with you. Yeah. Don't worry, the cat will protect you. But turns out it's the cat goddess, Tabashar. So yeah, you're all right because you've got a cat with you. And this one, it just didn't. I don't know. Every time I played this, it felt like I was sort of burning myself to death. That horrible, gaudy orange thing. And I don't know what. But you remember, I don't know if you watched the other videos, but you remember we said about the artwork, drawing you in, the Ian McCaig artwork where you were the hero and they were looking at you. Well, that's gone by the wayside now. I think they've opted for more cheap, crappy stuff here. It seems like Puffin have taken control of the series, and Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson are more concerned either they've been pushed out, or they've decided that they want to concentrate more on other operations. So yeah, Puffin's taken over. It seems like somebody, a business person's in charge now. And yeah, so Chasms of Malice, it's not the greatest entry in the series, but yeah, so yeah, that was number 21 to 30 in the Fighting Fantasy series. And yeah, we're going to do 31 to 40 soon, and yeah, we'll see how we get on with them, see how the series progresses. We try and dig up some more little facts and figures and stuff, you know, try and keep a little bit of fun involved in that. And yeah, if you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel. You know, like, subscribe, comment, do what you got to do if you want to see more stuff, you know, because we like doing these videos, and we hope that you like them too. So yeah, we'll see you next time.